Let us calculate the equivalent resistance for a cube between two given points. So each side of this cube has a resistance, let us say R, and we have to find out the equivalent resistance between AB, then we will take between AD, and then between AH. So let's start first for equivalent resistance between AB. So R AB, this is we have to find out. So this problem can be done using the concept of symmetry. Now see how can we divide the current. So let's assume that there is a battery of EMF V connected between the 2 points, between A and B. I be the current that starts from this and here. Now once the current is here, now see the current takes the path of least resistance. You can assume yourself you have to move from A point to B point and you have to find the shortest path. So if we see from A and we have to go at B, we have three paths, one this, and one this. And if you observe it carefully, we find that all three paths are equivalent. Whether we take this path or this path or this path, we have to face equal resistance. So all three paths are equivalent. So it means for current, all three paths are same or symmetrical. So current will be divided equally. So I can take I by 3 current will be here, I by 3 here, and I by 3 here. And same way, if I look from B, so I by 3 should enter from this, I by 3 should enter from this, and I by 3 should enter from this. This is the first step. From the symmetry, all three paths are symmetrical, so we will take current same in all three paths. Now the current has reached at C, at E, and at H. Let's start what happens at E. Again, assume you are standing here and you have to reach here. You are here, you have to reach here. So one path is this, another one is this, and same way from here, one is this, one is this, from here one is this, one is this. Again, both these paths are symmetrical. From here, this one, from here, this one, and from here, this one. All three paths, at each point, E, C, and H, there are two paths for the current to reach B, and both the paths at all 3 points are symmetrical. So it means current will again be divided equally. So at E, I by 3, so I by 6 may go here, I by 6 may go here. Same way at C, I by 6 may come here, I by 6 may come here. And at this point, I by 6 will go here and I by 6 will come here. Okay, now you can apply first law and see that everything is okay. At this point, I by 3 coming, I by 6 plus I by 6 makes it I by 3. At this point, I by 3, I by 6 going here, I by 6. Sum of these two gives this. I by 6 is this, I by 6 coming from here, I by 3 reaches here. I by 6 coming from here, I by 6 from here, I by 3 reaches here. So at each point, now first law is okay. So now I have to choose any one path and apply Kirchhoff's law. So I am taking this outer one. I need the value of V by I. I have taken net voltage V and net current I. So V by I will give me the net value of resistance. So let us take this path, the outer one. This loop I am taking. And let me start from here. Minus to plus. So V. In the direction of current, minus I by 3 R. The product of potential, the product of current and resistance, potential difference. Again in the direction of current, so minus I by 6 R. Again in the direction of current, minus I by 3 R. Each side has resistance R. And here plus V is equal to 0. So it becomes V minus. Add all these three. It makes this 5 by 6 IR multiplied by 2 here. So it becomes 6, 2, 2, 4 and 1, 5. 5 by 6 R is equal to 0. So V is equal to 5 by 6 IR, or I can say V by I is equal to 5 by 6 R. So the equivalent resistance between AB is 5 by 6 R. Now let me take the same cube again, but this time let us find out the equivalent resistance between A and H. So again we will assume that there is a battery of EMF V and it is giving us current I. This current I reaches here. Now just as I told you, you have to see there are three paths. The current will be divided into three parts, one this, and one this. This is the shortest one, A to H, and then current will go here. So this may get some current which is different from the current in these two, but these two paths seem symmetrical. See the shortest path that current can take when it is moving through this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these two paths seems symmetrical. So let the current in these paths be I1, I1. So here the current will be I minus 2I1. So these two paths are symmetrical, so same current, let it be I1, I1, and this will get the remaining current. So I minus 2I, applying Kirchhoff's first law at this point A. So this will get. Now see from this point of view. Now this is I minus 2I1 coming from this. From this we will be getting I1, and from here also we will be getting I1. Symmetrical, if we look from this or from this, the cube is symmetrical. So if I1, I1, I minus 2I1 going in these branches, then from here also we should receive I1, I1 and I minus 2I1 from here. Okay. Now we have current I1 coming at this node and I1 coming at this node, E and C. Now here again current will be divided into two parts, and same way here it will be divided into two parts. See again whether both of them are symmetrical or not. At C, so one path will be this, one is this, so again not symmetrical, so current will not be divided into two equal parts. Same way here, one path is this and one this or this. See, but this path E, F, this one or this one, they seem symmetrical. So the current will be, and same way if the current is passing E to this point and then coming here, same way C to this point and then coming directly here. This point was G. So this and this are symmetrical. Let us say I2 current here, so here also we will have I2. So what is the current here then? I1 coming, I2 going. So I1 minus I2. Same way I1, I2. So this will have current I1 minus I2, and here it will become twice I1 minus I2. And at this point we are getting I minus 2I1, two paths symmetrical. So I1 minus I2 here and I1 minus I2 here. So this is the current distribution. Just observe it very carefully. and we will frame again equations. One, we will try to include this v, so I can take this shortest one. This loop I am taking. So what will be the equation for it? V minus r into I minus 2I1 equals 0. Let this be the equation 1. Another one I can take from the loop, this one, CFBD. So CFBDC, this loop. What will be the equation here? Minus I1 minus I2 R minus 2 I1 minus I2 R. Then here minus I1 minus I2 R and plus I2R is equal to 0. Plus I2R is equal to 0. So if I simplify it, it becomes minus I1 term, I1, 2, 3 and 4. So minus 4 I1R. I2R, 2, 3, 4 and this was minus I2, sorry, I1 minus I2 into R. So minus 4 I1R and plus 5 I2R is equal to 0. Let this be the equation number 2. And one equation let us frame from A, E, G, H, A. Now see A, E, G, H, A. So I am using this loop. What will it be? Minus I1R minus I2R minus I1R and plus I minus 2I1 into R is equal to 0. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. This can also be simplified. So we will get minus 2, 3, 4 I1R minus I2R plus IR is equal to 0. Let this be the equation number 3. Now solve equation 2 and 3 to get the values of I1 and I2 in terms of I. So I2 is I by 6. You can solve these two equations. I2 is I by 6. And then we can substitute this value of I2 here and I can get the value of I1. I1 is 5 by 24 into I. These two values we get for I and I1. Now substitute these values here. So V minus IR plus 2R I1 is equal to 0. Okay, so now V is equal to IR minus 10 by 24 IR, or it can be written as 5 by 12. So it becomes 7 by 12 IR. So V by I is 7 by 12 R. So this is the value of equivalent resistance between A and H. Now suppose I have to find out the equivalent resistance between A and D. So again I will take a battery connected between these 2 points, and a current I from here enters A, and then from here it enters through this point D. Now as we have seen in other parts, you see there are 3 paths. See, are they identical or not? The current may pass like this, or from here to here it is like this. So these 2 paths seem symmetrical. A to say F, and then F to D, or A to H, H to T. So these 2 paths are symmetrical, but the other one is not. So let us take current from here. Let it be I1, and this also let it be I1. And then from here the current will be I minus 2I1. Now see from this end, I1 will come from here, and same way I1 will come from here, and from here it will be I minus 2I1. So we have seen the symmetry at this point and at this point. From here 2 paths are symmetrical, so same current will pass through them and different current through this. I minus 2I1, we have applied Kirchhoff's first rule. And now from D again see, this one I1, I1, and remaining current from here. Now look at this junction H. I1 current coming from here and I1 was coming from here. It means no current goes here or no current enters from here. So it means this can be discarded. Let this point E. So HE is not there. No current is passing through that. That's why I1 coming to this point and then I1 going. If some current might have entered here, it would have been I1 minus something, or some would have entered here, then it would have been I1 plus that current. But it is I1, coming currents, going current. So it means this resistance does not get any current. And same way here, I1 coming from here and I1, so it means no current from here. So these 2 resistances are not playing any role. So now I can redraw the circuit. This is point A. This is point D. And we have AB, then this, and then this. Okay, and from here we have, they are not touching, this, and same way they are not touching here. So between A and B I have removed this and this. So now see what is the current, how it is passing between these 2 points AD. So we have one branch this which has 2 resistors, one this which has 2 resistors, and one is this which has these 2 resistances in parallel with these 2, and then this is in series with it, and then a series. So it is just like this one has resistance 2R, same way this has resistance 2R, this has R, this is R, this is R. So between A and D, I am again drawing it, 2R. So this is 2R, this is AED, AD, it was H, AHD, this was AFD, it is again having 2R. What about this 2R and 2R in parallel? So it makes R, then R and R. So it is actually 3R. These two are parallel, so it becomes R. Then R, 2R and R. So 3R. So now we have 1 by 3R, 1 by 2R and 1 by 2R. This is the equivalent resistance. So how much it becomes? 1 by R is equal to, can take the LCM, so R is 6 by 8 R or 3 by 4 R. So this is the equivalent resistance between A and B. Now take this problem. If we have to find out again the equivalent resistance between A and B, let us take these points as C, D, E and let it be F. Then again we will take a battery between these 2 points. Let it be V, I current moving out of it. Now I have to find out the value of V by I, that will be the equivalent resistance. So from here I current, this is I, and now again let us make the current distribution. Let me say I1 current going through here. So through this point we will have I minus I1. Now see again, if we see the symmetry from A, this branch has 2R, this has R, and here this has 2R and this has R. So if I take that the current through R, 2R branch is I1 and through R it is I minus 1, then through R here we should get I minus I1, and through the branch which has 2R I should get I1. And now accordingly at this junction we can make I minus I1 coming, I1 goes here. So how much is the current that is going through this? I minus 2I1. So this is going, this is coming current, this is going current, this is going current. So I minus 2I1 plus I1, it becomes I minus I1, which is this. So this is how current distribution can be made, and again we can write equations and solve the value to get the value of V by I. Let us take A, E, D, C and A. A, E, D, C, A. What will be the minus I1R minus I1R plus R into I minus 2I1 plus I minus I1 R equals 0. So this is the current second law here. And now same way I can take some other loop. Let it be A, E, B, F, A. A, E, B, F, A. This one, outer one. So it will be minus I1R minus I1R. Now this one minus I minus R1 R. Or we can take, because we have to take one this also, so let it be this one plus V is equal to 0. So let it be A, E, B, A. A, E, B, A. This one. If required, I will make another one. Though I think we don't need, because we have to find out the value of V by I. So what we can do here, from first equation we can find out I1 in terms of I and then substitute it here. So let us rewrite the first equation. I1, I1 2 to 4 and 5 minus 5 I1R plus IR terms 1 and 2. 2 IR is equal to 0. So I1 is 2 by 5 I. Substitute this value here. So it becomes I1 R means minus 2 by 5. Then again minus 2 by 5 minus R. I1 is 2 by 5. So 1 minus 2 by 5, it will become 3 by 5. And plus V is equal to 0. So it is minus, minus, and this is also minus, or I can write these values. This is plus. So minus R I1 minus R I1 plus IR plus I1R plus V is equal to 0. So I1R and I1R gets cancelled. So V is equal to IR with a minus sign and plus R I1. Or we have, I1R gets cancelled and we have plus IR or minus IR, we have minus IR, this is minus IR. So it will be IR plus IR1. Let us substitute the values now. IR plus 2 by 5 IR. So it becomes 7 by 5 IR, or V by I is 7 by 5 R. So equivalent resistance is 7 by 5 R. Now if you have any other problem where the things are not symmetrical, let's take an example, say I am taking a bridge which is not balanced and not even symmetrical. Say for example it is 5I, let it be 5 ohm, 10 ohm, and this be 10 ohm, and let us say this is 15 ohm, and let this be 20 ohm. So now it is not balanced, it's not even symmetrical. So what we can do is we have to find out the equivalent resistance between A and B. Again V, let current be I, and then again take the current distribution. Let us say I1 current here, I2 here, let the current through this be I3, so it will be I1 minus I3, and then here it will be I2 plus I3, this plus this, and then here this plus this, so I3 gets cancelled, I1 plus I2, which is I. This is like this. So now one equation becomes I is equal to I1 plus I2. Here I is I1 plus I2, and then we can frame few equations. Say for example one will be this loop, so it will be minus 10 I2 minus 15 I2 plus I3 plus V is equal to 0. Right? Then we can have some other equation, say for this loop. So it will be minus 5I1 minus 20I3 plus 10I2 is equal to 0. Now what we have to do is solve these equations to get the value of I2 and I3 in terms of I. You have to frame more equations and then get it something like V is equal to I into some quantity. So V by I will be the answer. This is how you have to take whenever the bridge is not balanced, or any circuit in which you can't use symmetry, or there is no other way to find out whether the resistances are connected in series or parallel. Then this is the way. Apply Kirchhoff's law, consider a battery of voltage V, and then take the current distribution, and eventually you have to find out the value of V by I. Frame the equations. You will need as many equations as is the number of unknowns, but V and I, don't take them as unknown quantity, because you have included them. You have assumed that there is a battery of V. You have assumed that the total current is I. So you have to find out I1, I2, I3 and whatever unknowns you are taking in terms of I, and then take one loop in which V is also there, so that eventually this can be written in some form. V is equal to I into something, some quantity will come here, and then you will take V I on this side. This will be the net value of equivalent resistance.